Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here and welcome on into a LEGO Marvel 2024 video. Today, finally, we are able to talk about the new sets. We've been waiting so long for this. I cannot believe it. Finally, they're here. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So the very first set here that we have is set number 76275. This is the motorcycle chase Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. This is retailing for $9.99 USD or $13.99 Canadian. That is why I don't give Canadian conversions unless I have them anymore, because normally that should be the price for a $10.99 US set. Anyways, the set itself, I like it. I know that this upsets some people, but let me explain why. First of all, I want to talk about the figures. Venomized characters has been something that I have been waiting for them to do since Iron Man. Ever since that figure, I just always expected, oh, we're going to start to get villains. Oh, we're going to get more and more characters. I just never did it. And then last year we saw with Venomized Groot and everything. But here we have a Doc Ock, and I think he looks really cool. I love how they did that. And look at the other side of the face. He's completely taken over, so they definitely should have included some black hair for him. He's got some new arms. That's a very unique take, I guess, on that. But, Spidey, he is the exact same one that we've been getting for a while. The set itself, it's fine. It's $10. I think the bike is cool with that shield piece there in the front. I like that with the Spider-Man symbol, as well as the actual blue wheels look really cool there too. That looks a lot of fun. I don't even mind that. I think it's fine. I like the side little street section for Doc Ock to chase him there. Kind of wish maybe a couple of his arms could have been black. You get a bunch of trash. A bone, some fish, bunch of crystals, the new banana piece, which is really cool for 2024. That's pretty exciting. So yeah, it's a fun little set. Moving on though, we've got so much to go through. 76276 Venom Mech armor versus Miles Morales. This is going to be retailing for $14.99 USD or $19.99 Canadian. This actually makes sense now, the price, I guess, in a way, because it's not just Venom in the set, it is also Miles for some reason. I don't know why they decided to do that, but the figures, there's nothing new. I was hoping we could have gotten a new Venom outfit, and then when we heard that Miles was going to be here, it's just basic Miles from his mech. So I don't know why they did this. It does not make any sense to me. I do like the Dreams piece being used here for the webs. I think that's kind of cool. And as far as mechs go, his looks kind of cool. I do like it. It doesn't look that bad. I think that some of the the rounded shoulders look nice. Even the feet, they're sort of pointy and everything there, and all the spikes and the tentacles and everything coming up from the symbiote. Yes, that's how I say it. It looks great. It's a good mech. And yeah, 2 figures. I think that's really interesting. And next up here we got set number 76277. This is the War Machine Mech armor. This is going to be retailing for the same price, $14.99 USD or $19.99 Canadian. One figure though this time, but it's a new figure. So explain that to me. Anyways, looks really cool. This is probably one of the best mechs we've ever gotten. I just love the shaping of this. I love the little stud shooters on the arms, and just the plates and everything on the shoulders, the big gun, the arc reactor on the front, just how everything's enclosed. Looks really great, but one of my favorite things is the figure here. So this is an Infinity Saga set. When I first originally saw the figure leak, I was like, ooh, it looks sort of comic booky. But when you look at it closer, there are definitely some similarities to the War Machine Mark II from Age of Ultron. So I think that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'll take it. I think that it's interesting that we didn't get that in the tower. I think that it's interesting that it points to maybe more Age of Ultron sets. It does look very comic booky. If you want to pretend that it is that for the first time, we'll go with that too. No big gun, I don't think, is included for the figure, but to store studs for all of the different stud shooters, you can see in the back they have this little compartment. That's really cool. Next up here, we have set number 76278. This is Rocket's Warbird versus Ronan, retailing for $37.99 USD or $49.99 Canadian. Really love this set. It's great to be getting an Infinity Saga set. It being based off of the original Guardians film. This is great. Next year is the 10-year anniversary for that movie. So it's just perfect. It really is. We'll probably save that for a different video, but I have a couple theories for what else we might see next year. But this looks great. I really love, obviously, the two figures included. Ronan, the way they did the cape is very interesting for sure. But I personally think that this is a better version than the original Ronan. I'll tell you why. I know that a lot of people wanted that headpiece back. Again, it's like, that's a 10-year-old piece. They could do it. It's just, it's 10 years old. I think the hood actually works. I know that some people hate the shaping of this. It works well. The torso and the legs are much more detailed than the original one. And you might be saying, whoa, 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 what do you mean more detailed? Where's the red on it? I think that's blood. I'm pretty sure that's blood. So the fact that that even snuck into the original figure, I think that's really interesting. But the face, I really love the purple eyes. I think that looks really darn cool. That looks like just such a fun upgrade. Rocket is interesting. This is technically the same suit from the polybag, that exclusive polybag. And we've got it here. But, of course, now it's reddish brown hair instead of the gray fur for him. So, really interesting. But looks great. Love the torso printing and everything there. Don't think anything else for him is new. The ship itself, I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, I like the shaping of it. I like the points. I love the big guns. I think that's really cool. And the turrets up at the top and everything. The color scheme for this is very, very accurate. Yeah, I just think they really nailed the shaping and everything there. This is just such a fun set. And I'm excited to see what else they do for Guardians next year for the anniversary. Next up, we've got set number 76279. This is Spider-Man's race car and Venom Green Goblin, retailing for $34.99 USD or $44.99 Canadian. I really like this one thing, and it's Venomized Green Goblin. I'll tell you why here. Listen up. I drew a Venomized Green Goblin, again, going back to the very first advent calendar I did was a Marvel and a Batman one, and I did that for one of the figures. So for it to finally be here, I'm so excited. I think he looks really great. It just looks awesome. You could see there that the eyes is just, wow, that looks great. I love the torso and how that looks. And you can see just like Doc Ock, he's completely taken over there as well. I just wish that his Goblin piece, like I said with Doc Ock, that it could have been a little bit more black. That would have been really cool. Gwen and Peter, I think, are the exact same. And some people have said that this was just going to be a recolor of the Morbius Miles Morales car. No, it's not. Maybe in some parts you could say that, but I really thought those tiles are being reused from a buildable character, but it's not. So yeah, it looks cool. The Spider-Man symbol sort of inverted there on the front looks nice. I like the blue canopy. It can sit the two of them inside, so now they've got their cars here, and it can fit the skateboard in the back too. And then he can drive off with Miles from last year. And Goblin, by the way, his glider is venomized, so that's really neat too. And he's got this big pumpkin bomb. Next up, we have set number 76280. This is the Spider-Man versus Sandman final battle set, retailing for $37.99 USD or $49.99 Canadian. This is really cool, like really darn cool. I want to jump to the figures here. Our very first ever Lego Lizard, and he looks phenomenal. One of the best figures we've ever had for Marvel. I really like this a lot. I love the torso printing, the leg printing is great. The lizard like tail piece there, that is just perfect. I really love that a lot. The face printing there too just looks great. I would have loved some arm printing with some scales, but I know that's asking a bit too much. But it looks really awesome, and the tail piece on the hips, if this was a CMF series, we maybe could have gotten some printing there. But regardless, it looks great. I really think that a couple things should have used the Gremlin fawn legs there so that it was a little bent so he could be, a little hunched over, sort of, like towering. I don't know, would have been cool. Speaking of towering, I think the Avatar arms and legs could have worked for this personally. I know that some people don't want that, but I just think that he is so much taller than Peter, and I guess the tail sort of helps with that. But you can see we've got that new web piece included here, and that figure for Spidey is just the exact same one we've been getting for every technical No Way Home set. Electro is included as well, but that's just the exact same. Not the build, though. He does not come with those quite the same size, electricity, and different things like that. But Obviously, the other draw for this is getting Sandman here for the very first time, and I think they did a good job. I think it's interesting that they used the one with the nose from the buildable characters. And if you look at the price of this, I know that it might be a bit too much, but you look at like the other actual buildable characters, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess if that's what they're priced at here, guess you're getting half of that, and then you're getting the rest of the base made up with everything else. So yeah, it's just such a cool concept here. You could attach it at the top, you could spin them around, rotate them. I like the little construction beam there with the portal coming out. That's a lot of fun as well. It's always like, I will always take more portals, honestly. I like the little canopy section that also can be posed and moved around. And again, you could put Spider-Man in his arm there. It's just so big. It's got a bunch of stickers on it too, which looks really cool. And then also Electro can stand on the little side construction bit. But that's probably not the best thing, because the best part of this is obviously the fact that it can combine with the set from the summer. Look at this here in all of its glory. It looks absolutely stunning. Sandman can go onto the very top of the Statue of Liberty there, the head, and combine it, and this is definitively one of the coolest things I think Marvel has ever done. The fact that we went from having no Way Home sets to, oh, here's two sets that can combine in a couple of months apart is just, thank you, Lego. Next up, we have here set number 76281. This is the X-Men X-Jet retailing for $84.99 USD or $109.99 Canadian. So excited and happy about this set. I cannot believe it. I want to go straight to the figures. We have here for the very first time a classic bright blue and yellow Cyclops minifigure. He looks absolutely incredible. I'm so happy about that. The dog trainer hair there in dark brown. I love the visor printing, the torso printing. He looks absolutely incredible. I'm just so happy about that. We've been waiting since Lego Marvel Superheroes. So that was 2013. So over 10 years later. Wow. Magneto, what a wacky outfit for him. But this is from the show X-Men 97, so it is cool to see here. The giant M is just crazy to see. I love the new face for him. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And the long hair for him is really great as well. Rogue is an exciting inclusion. Absolutely so exciting. But that hair does not work for her at all. I'm so happy to finally be able to talk about this. It does not work. I like that they did print the little bit of white for it, but it's not curly, it's not puffy, it just does not fit the look from the show. It just does not look any comic book Rogue version of her. It's very frustrating. Again, I go back to that minifigure series, which we'll talk about in a second with Wolverine, but it just should have been her in that spot instead of him, because at least she could have this new hairpiece created for her, or other characters that needed something new instead of this. But her printing on the headband looks great. I think the torso printing and the legs as well, it all looks really good. It's like printing in a set like this. That's crazy. Wolverine looks awesome. It's so strange to me. Like, I think they took the torso from the CMF series, but then they didn't take the legs because they don't have side leg printing. I don't get that. And then the face, they went ahead and made a brand new face. So they're no strangers to taking figures from CMF series. We just saw them do that with with Disney. So I don't know what's going on there. But why they picked and choose some characters to steal and some others. I do not see a picture here with Wolverine with the cowl off. Whether or not his hair is included, we don't know. But you could see there is a container to store his claws as well as the extra studs in the set. The X-Jet itself, I just think is phenomenal. This is just such a better version than the original one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so sleek. It just, the shaping of this is, I really, really love this thing. It looks so nice. I love the red canopy, the point to it, the shaping, all the stickers there on the side. And just the wings, the big thrusters in the back. Really love that a lot. And the canopy there that can lift up. They're scanning Magneto and a couple of different things. There's a bunch of panels. That's in the front. And then on the other side, there's another panel, very similar panel. I thought it was the same thing. Maybe you could remove them, which I guess you can. but then there's another 2 seats there. So in total, there's 4 seats, but there are only 3 X-Men included here. So, of course, you could put Storm or Beast from the CMF series. Love this thing. It's awesome. Wow. Next up, we got set number 76282. This is the Rocket and Baby Groot set, retailing for $59.99 USD or $79.99 Canadian. It's interesting for sure. I don't know, even just looking at this, it's just, there's something about it that I like the poses. Like, look at this. Look at him yelling. I think that's cool with the guns. Some of the parts for this, like the tail, I think is very impressive. I like some of the prints and the different ways that they've done, like the beard, the mouth, and the shaping of the nose and different things. Like, I look at some of this and I'm like, wow, this looks really cool. But it's like, who's this for? Who's asking for this? My favorite part is obviously this little baby Groot minifigure. That's so cute. I love the little eyes, little face. It's so cute, that little expression we've got there. But yeah, it's a buildable character. I'm not the biggest fans of these. And very lastly, I'm finally going to talk about it. 76285. This is the Spider-Man mask, retailing for $69.99 USD or $89.99 Canadian. Finally get to talk about this. I've been waiting since I figured when all those pictures came out. I was like, oh, I won't cover the mask because everything else for Marvel is going to come out and they'll do it all at once. And then they just didn't. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, here we are now. I think that it is one of the best helmets we've ever gotten. I'm so excited that these are continuing. I want more. I think this is really awesome. Marvel can, and DC and Star Wars can keep adding to the collection. I will keep buying them. But it looks great. I love all the prints and everything there. I'm pretty sure that's all prints. Those big canopy pieces, the eyes as well, look really great as well. It reminds me of that build of the Amazing Spider-Man, the art set that we got. But yeah, that price is a bit too much for sure, but I get kind of since it's all printed. Anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? I cannot wait to review all these soon here on the channel. I have been offered them for these for review, but be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out any other Marvel reveals, of course, for the rest of the year, and reviews for all these, of course. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.